Thank you to Bright Cellars for sponsoring this video and for inspiring the theme of this video. Hey y'all, it's JB. Back before I became a content creator, I worked for a few years at a restaurant that prided itself in its wine offerings. As a server there, I was given an ongoing education on wine, and a lot of that was really cool and fascinating, but some of it also felt like it reinforced some of these perceptions and barriers that can make wine seem inaccessible to a lot of people. For example, they stressed that we were not ever allowed to use the word sweet to describe wine. We were supposed to use the phrase off dry instead, and that felt like such a disservice to our guests because most of our guests did not know what that meant, and we weren't really allowed to explain that to them. That's why I really appreciate the philosophy behind Bright Cellars. Bright Cellars is a wine club that believes anybody can experience the joy of wine. They live up to that belief through personalization. After you take a quick, fun 7-question quiz, they match you with wines from all over the world curated to match your personal tastes. Variety and convenience. You get to choose from 12 different plan options, and your wine options come from over 100 wine varietals sourced from over 80 regions, and it's delivered right to your doorstep. Education. Each box comes with wine education cards for each bottle that outline tasting notes, suggested pairings, best serving temperatures, and origins. Plus, there's a satisfaction guarantee. Bright Cellars bottles have over 600,000 5-star reviews, and if you don't like a bottle, they'll replace it. I've really enjoyed taking advantage of all the little features that come with my wine. Sitting down with the accompanying wine education card and comparing what I taste to the descriptions on the card, seeing what lines up, what I might have missed, what I might have noticed that's not listed on the card. Bright Cellars makes it easy to enjoy my wine in a fun, thoughtful way that feels special. Bright Cellars has kindly given my viewers a limited time offer of $100 off their wine subscription and a free wine tote. Click the link down in the description box to take the quiz and get started today. Thank you again to Bright Cellars for sponsoring. There once was a traveler who came to see me. He climbed over mountains and crossed the great sea. But when all his gold and affection was spent, he hopped on a ship and back homeward he went. And it say, hey, the tide's borne my love away. His hot words and cold hands, I'm better off anyway. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. See? I told you I could sing a little bit. It's nothing like what you can do, of course, but it's enough to soothe Lef over there to sleep whenever he's getting a little bit grumpy. Best not to wake him. Alright, I brought you some food and some wine. We actually carry 4 different kinds of wine. We have our basic wine, which is what we give to most of our patrons. We have our good wine for those who want to spend a little bit more. We have our excellent wine, which is for those who fancy themselves wine connoisseurs. And we have our exceptional wine, and those are for very, very special guests. But I'm gonna tell you a secret, okay? So, the excellent wine is just the good wine with a little bit of fruit juice added to it for sweetness. And then the exceptional wine is actually the excellent wine. It's just put into a fancier bottle. So, Their music was just amazing. A lot of musicians come through here, but I've never heard anything like that before. I'm sorry, I know you don't really know me, but I'm so curious. Is it just music, or were you using any? No, it's fine if you don't want to tell me. But just so you know, I know a little myself. Nothing really impressive or powerful, but my grandmother, she had a birthright permission to have access to some of the older practical spells, and she passed those down to me. So, yeah, no, I don't talk about it very much for obvious reasons, but everyone around here knows, and it's useful, so no one really cares. Okay, so I'm sorry, you're probably hungry. I did bring you some bread, and we throw out most of our stale loaves at the end of the night to the pigs. This I made sure to set aside. It is the most recently baked. It's actually still pretty fresh for this time of night. I think you'll enjoy it. There's not a lot that we're known for around here. Well, not good stuff, but our bread is actually the best you can get for probably 2 or 3 days journey. So enjoy it as best you can. I brought you some blackberries. Do you like them? I know you like them, and it didn't take any magic to figure it out, because the scratches on your face and your hands, I have gotten those too on many occasions, and they only come from one thing. They come from getting the end of season blackberries from the back of the bush, and oh no, they don't. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. They don't look bad. I noticed these things. I don't want to be pushy, but they actually look a little angry. Were you able to clean them up after you? Oh no, I understand. It's not easy to take care of that sort of thing when you're on the road. I would love it if you would let me clean it up. I have some training. Okay, look, I'm gonna give you your bread. I'm gonna place it right here with you. I'm gonna give you your berries. I know it's a lot, but please feel free to enjoy every single one. Well, not this one. Enjoy what's left. And I'm gonna grab a few things to just clean up your wounds, if you don't mind. I don't want you to get sick. Have your food. I'll be right back. Okay? Alright. I think that is everything I'm going to need. How is everything? Do you have enough? Have you tried the wine yet? Let me pour you some. It's really good. It is quite strong, so it's alright with you. I'm just going to pour you half a cup. See how it settles, and if you want more, you're welcome to it, but I recommend taking your time. Alright? That most of your cuts around the edges of your face. I'm seeing a few on your hands as well. Are Are you alright with me touching you? Okay. I actually have quite a lot of experience with this. It is a small town here, so for any of us to be considered truly useful, we have to be good at multiple different things. So, tending to wounds is one of my skills. Okay, let's see, I have some hot water and a kettle here. It's not hot enough that it should scald you, it's just hot enough that I should be able to tidy up your wounds, clean away any dirt without any additional risk of infection. So I will go ahead and clean you up to start, if that's alright. And then I also have some witch hazel here. It's an excellent antiseptic. So what I'll do is I'll take some of this. I'm actually just going to go ahead and mix it with a little bit of our wine. The two of them mixed together make an excellent antiseptic for cuts. And then I have a sort of salve that I will place directly on your wounds after I've cleaned them. And I don't think we need to bandage them up or anything. They're not that deep. How does that sound? Alright. So, you go ahead and sit there. Relax. Enjoy your wine and your food. And I'll get started treating you. Okay? Alright. So, are you ready? Laugh. He's fine. He gets upset if he's startled awake. Oh, very used to this. So, Lafwina, he's fallen asleep over there so many times that if you look closely, there's actually a little groove on the table from his face. It's kind of sweet. Oh, he actually doesn't drink or anything. He just wears himself out. I'm gonna start with your forehead here, okay? So he works harder in the field than anyone you've ever seen. Gets up early, works all day, comes in here just after sunset. He always orders the same meal, bread and stew. They have to be on separate plates. They can't be touching. And he will sit over there. Just gonna get down the side of your face here. He will sit over there all night when we have music. Just kind of nodding along to the music. Even when it's sad. He told me once that the music says what he feels, and that feels good even when it's sad or mournful. So, you lift up your chin a little bit? I just wanna. There we go. Thank you. Okay. And alright. I'll wake him gently when it's time to close up. Yeah. He actually walks me home every night. Make sure I have everything organized here. May I see your hand, please? Either one. Okay, yeah, let's start there. Left walks me home every night. He walks me right up to my door, has me wait there. He will take a quick peek inside my cabin. There's not a lot to see. Then he will walk around the outside. He will walk over to the barn, take a quick look around there, and then he says goodbye and heads back to his home. Other hand, please. Thank you. Oh, I mean, nothing has come out of the woods here in years. Well, of course I worry they'll come back, but it's been so long. Left walking me home and taking a look around. It's a comfort all the same. Alright. You're looking pretty clean. I'm gonna go ahead and put this away. Alright. It's time for the antiseptic. I think your wounds are simple enough that it shouldn't sting too much, but it might. Just a little bit. I'm sorry if it does. I just really want to make sure there's no infection, especially if you're planning to get back on the road pretty soon. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to take this. A little bit of witch hazel. That should be plenty. A little bit of wine. Okay. And just a little bit. Alright, so starting with your face here, just gonna very gently. Where are you staying tonight? Are you planning to travel through the night? I wouldn't recommend it. Hold on, I'm sorry if this stings a little. The trees, they kind of form a tunnel over the road for over a mile. It's unusually dark. Yeah. At night, even with the full moon, the light can't get through. There are a lot of points where you can't see your own hand in front of your face. I've heard from a surprising number of people that there is nothing more embarrassing than going on a great adventure and having to head home because of a twisted ankle. Do you have a pixie-proof lantern? Well, forget. You know, why don't you stay in my barn tonight? Probably doesn't sound that exciting, but I have a small barn outside my cabin. It's I don't keep any animals right now. I don't have the time for it, but it's small and it's cozy and it's clean. I actually spend more nights than not there during the summer. A really lovely breeze comes through, and I think you should stay there. Yeah, no, can I have your hand? Okay, thank you. Okay, I think that's a great idea. I don't mind at all. I'm actually kind of hoping that if I spoil you enough, you'll want to stop back by here next time you come through. Another hand, please. Okay. So, you'll stay in my barn tonight, and then, in the morning, we'll make sure you're well supplied for the journey ahead, and, we'll send you on our way. Okay. Let me just get a little bit more. There. Okay. I'm gonna place a little bit of Salve after this, and then I think you're gonna be feeling much better, okay? So, just a little bit. This is very strong stuff. I'm just gonna put the fingers in there, and a little bit here. Just gently smoothing it on. Over here. Good. Alright, we've got a little bit here. And right here. And you actually have right here in your nose. I'm sorry, I've been trying not to make a thing out of it. It's actually pretty cute. Right here. Okay. So I'm just gonna... There we go. Okay. Hands. Take your right hand first. Thank you. Okay. And put just a little bit on there. Other hand. There we go. Alright, so what do you say? Now that you're all cleaned up, I'll finish cleaning up around here. I will gently wake up Left, and we'll walk back. Yeah, we'll settle in at the barn. You're gonna have a great night's sleep. It's really nice in there, I promise. And we will get you a great start to the day tomorrow. How are you doing on food? What else do you have packed? No, I'm sorry. You haven't traveled the long road before, have you? That's what I thought. No, it's fine. It's just, you know what? It is just not something that you want to face without being properly prepared, and I'm making it my personal mission to make sure that you have everything you need. I have just the thing for you to bring with you. If you don't mind sitting right there, would you like me to pour you a little more wine? Just a little bit, okay? So, I'm going to pop out for just a moment. I have something that I think is going to be really helpful. It's something I made myself, okay? So you just settle there, enjoy your wine, and okay. Alright, be right back. Alright. This is for you. You want to see what's in it? Let's see, shall we? So, these are a little something that I craft myself. I make them using plants from my own garden and a couple of tricks that my grandmother taught me. I call them soup stones. They're very handy to have if you're short on ingredients, either when traveling or even at home during food shortages. You want to see? I actually craft them out in my barn, which is where you'll be sleeping tonight. That's my workspace. They look like rocks, but they're not. They're actually food. They dissolve quickly in hot water or slowly in cold water. Ideally, they're meant as a supplement, something you can toss into your stew pot. But if you're in a tough spot with nothing to eat, you can put one of these in just a cup of hot water, or cold if you really need to. You can just go ahead and drink it, and any one of these should give you enough energy for a whole day, maybe a little more. I would recommend switching them up though, if it comes down to it. We have the black ones, the white ones, the amber ones. The white provide fat. The amber-colored ones provide sweet, and the black ones are strength. If you're truly desperate, of course, you can just pop one of these in your mouth and suck on it like a piece of candy, but I wouldn't recommend it. They keep for years, so I recommend just tucking the pouch into the bottom of your pack and leaving it for when it's truly needed. Well then, why don't you sit there, relax, enjoy the fire a little bit longer, enjoy some more food and drink. I will finish cleaning and closing up around here. And then I will very gently wake up Lef. He will walk us back to my cabin. He's gonna like you a lot. Don't worry, you'll like him too. He'll walk us safely back. I will get you all set up for a wonderful, cozy night's sleep. And then in the morning, we'll make sure you have everything you need for your journey, and we'll send you on your way. How does that sound? Alright, wonderful. Well then, why don't you go ahead and enjoy what's left of your bread, your berries, and your wine, and we will get you all settled up in the warmest, coziest barn you've ever slept in.